This is young but not dumb. And we're going to go over to the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 6. There's a list of the unclean animals and the clean animals. And I'm going to deal with the unclean ones today. Leviticus 11, verse 6. And the hare, that is the rabbit, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean to you. Now, there's always been a discussion among the scholars about the hare, and the discussion is something quite interesting if you look at it. For the rabbit is considered an unclean animal in the Bible, and it was a list of animals they could eat or not eat, and this animal was considered an unclean animal, a rabbit, a hare. It was not an animal that they could touch. Now, the discussion with the scientists is something interesting. The scientists said that the Bible is wrong because the animal does not chew the cud. Chewing the cud, it means, like the cows that have several stomachs, they chew and they regurgitate and they chew and they regurgitate, put it in different stomachs to turn it, their food into milk. We already dealt with that. But when the Bible says that the rabbit did this, the scientists say, the Bible is wrong because it doesn't do that. The rabbit doesn't. But they have to go back to the day of what they understood what chewing the cud was. The animal, the rabbit, does do this, but it doesn't, because what it means is to re-eat or re-chew on the food. Well, the rabbit does this, but the rabbit does it differently than the cows or all the animals do. They eat it, and I'm not trying to be gross here, but I'll tell you what it does. Some of you guys already know. They eat it and they pass it out. They poop it out. And then they turn around and eat their poop. You should Google this. It's really interesting. You can even find a YouTube video if you want to. But they eat their own poop. That's nasty. The rabbit eats his own poop. In fact, there's a type of poop that he poops that it eats it. Not all of it, but he eats some of it. And so the Bible says that's unclean. Now, let me tell you something that I will learn from this that is interesting to me. Why is it that a cow that is regurgitating and God says that's clean, but a rabbit does this and he says it's unclean? Very simple. With the cow, it is a re-chewing of something that he has there, and it has to do with meditation and all that stuff. But with the rabbit, it has to do with something that already passed through your system, something that is already gone from your system. And so you need to understand that once something has passed through you, there is no need to go back to it. Whether it was good, like a good pizza that you like, or whether it was bad, something that made you sick, is already gone. And in the spiritual world, it can be this way. Something that you dealt with that was ever so difficult, something that messed you up, and it just went past you. There is no need to go back to that. Or something that was really good, like you had a good time in a year in college or in high school, good friends and all that. And then you go back 5 years later, you say, I'm trying to relive that moment, and it doesn't work because it is something already got past you. It's like the rabbit going back to its own waste. Good or bad, it already went through your system. Let it go. Let go about that bad experience. Don't keep reliving it. Don't keep re-eating the same junk. Or a good experience that God says is done. It was good for that time, but it's not anymore. Let it go. That's not something you need to keep dealing with. Like the rabbit, don't become unclean by going back to your own stuff and trying to relive something that already passed, good or bad. Let it go. Don't make yourself unclean like the hare. This is young, but not dumb. God bless you.